What's your name?
Alexei Katimsky.
All right, what's up, Alexei?
How's it going, Aiden?
I'm just asking you a few questions. Number one,
Yeah, go for it.
what's been your favorite part of college?
My favorite part of college? Honestly, I was just thinking about it, but Harris walking by reminded me just study sessions late night, whether it was machine design, like 2016, just them late night, like pre-workout in the tea, pull-ups when the brain ain't working. I feel like those are gonna be the memories that will stick with me.
All right. What's one thing you wish your freshman year self? What's one thing you wish you could tell your freshman year self?
I would say just
Good way.
the 4 years fly by faster than you think, and to not waste any time. Maybe like don't waste any time questioning what you're meant to do, and just go out and try to do it. You'll figure it out. You'll figure out what's right for you.
That's good. What are your plans after graduation?
After graduation, I'll be doing a PhD in mechanical engineering. Not sure where quite yet, but hoping to do some flavor of medical robotics research.
Let's go. And what do you think your life will look like 10 years from now?
10 years. Honestly, no idea. I don't know whether I'll try to stay in academia or industry. But I think overall, if I can just find a job that I'm fulfilled by, doing something that makes the world a better place while being surrounded by loved ones, family, and friends, I think that'd be neat.
All right. Anything else to add?
Sad?
No. Anything else to add?
Oh, to add. Damn. To like any other questions?
Just any comments?
I'll say, one thing that I'll always, maybe nothing that was under my control, but I'll always regret not being here for when we beat UJ in football.
Oh.
So to whoever listens to this
Next
and
year.
gets to experience maybe a win at Bobby Dodd against UGA, enjoy it.
2025, it will happen, I think.
Sorry, you.
All right. Thanks, Alexei.
Thank you.
What's up, Soham?
What's up, man?
I got a couple questions for you. Number one, what's been your favorite college memory?
Favorite college
past
memory?
4 years.
Honestly, less of a memory, just like a part of college that I love. I gotta say, it's all like the newfound freedom that we get, and also along with that, the responsibility that comes with that. Like I could never imagine like living in my own apartment in a city, getting my own groceries every day, starting to cook, things like that. So it's all this freedom, but also responsibility with it, which I kind of love because it kind of forces you to grow.
I like that. What's one thing you wish you could tell your freshman year self?
Yeah, I'd say probably don't knock it till you try it. Honestly, I think the best thing you can do when you come to college is just try as many things as you can. Like pursue as many opportunities as you can, meet as many people as you can. If you come into it thinking, oh, I'm not gonna like that, you never know. Just go out and try it. If you don't like it, you can drop it. Just try as many stuff as you can, and you're gonna learn a lot about yourself as well as people around you.
What are your plans after graduation?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be graduating with a chemical engineering degree.
Let's go.
So
Hardest degree at Tech, let it be known.
it was pretty tough. But hopefully want to work in some process engineering role. Undecided where that's gonna be yet. But kind of want to go back to Boston, so that would be kind of nice.
ECU.
Yeah.
All right. Where do you see yourself, or what does your life look like 10 years from now?
Yeah. I think first thing I think about when I think about myself in 10 years is like not work or anything. I want to be starting a nice little family.
Oh.
I'm a big suburban boy. I'm trying to get a house in the suburbs.
Which suburbs?
Hey, suburbs of Massachusetts. Would be pretty awesome, but I'm also open to trying new places,
Okay.
I don't want to be too far from my parents or my family. But that's right, move into a new house, start a new family. When it comes to professionally, open to be in some sort of managerial role, but more than anything, I just want to be happy with what I'm doing.
That's sweet. Anything else to say to the people?
Man, you know, I know it's cliche, but dude, really enjoy this. I think these 4 years were some of my favorite years of my life. I met so many awesome people, did so many things I never like could imagine myself doing, and it really did just go by just like that. I remember coming into college, looking at everyone take their grad pics and be like, wow, that seems so far away. And before I knew it, I was that person taking those grad pics. So enjoy this. Really
Oh, thank you, Soham.
thank you.
You're gonna do big things.
All love.
Alright, thank you.
Hi, Eris.
Hi, Aiden.
You know, everyone loves Eris. Eris, what's been your favorite part of college? Favorite memory?
Definitely the feeling of experiencing new things. So like whether that be moving into a dorm or fraternity or studying abroad or just like new class, learning new things, definitely this constant influx of new experiences.
I like that. What's one thing you wish you could tell your freshman yourself?
Honestly, nothing, man. I think I would let it play out the way it did. I would just let bro chill.
You're happy with how things have gone?
Yeah, for sure.
What are your plans after graduation?
I'm doing BSMS, so I'll be here another year. Trying to live in Home Park.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, and what do you want your life to look like 10 years from now?
So I'd be 31. Definitely wife and kids. I'm trying to live in Chicago. I'm trying to be in Chicago with wife and kids, just chilling.
How many kids?
At that point, I'm trying to be done having kids by 32. So
Wow.
take that as you will.
All right, last thing. Anything else you want to say to your future self or anyone else out there?
Future self. Oh, this is the time capsule.
Yeah.
So how's it working?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna send it out now, and then like 10 years from now, I'm gonna send it out to everyone too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Just like imagine getting this.
Oh my god. Bro. Future self, you got it. Have it right now. Had it in the past. You still got it in you. Everything you need is within you, and the world is yours.
Thank you, Eris. Hey, Bo.
Hey,
What's your name?
Sajid.
Sajid.
Most people call me Jit though.
What's I know you technically have already graduated, but what's been your favorite memory over these past 4 years at college?
Oh, favorite memory. That one's hard. Honestly, I would honestly say some of the freshman year memories, like some of the first everything, you know, like just like first time going out with friends, first time like you're in the pits of studying, first time like just hanging out, and like the late night conversations. I think that those are a lot of the first.
Now with your wiseness, your wisdom, what's one thing you want to tell your freshman yourself?
Yes, with all my infinite wisdom,
Yeah.
knowledge, you know, that I can impart. I've been imparting on the youngins and now to myself. Honestly, I'd say it's a cliche. It really is. Make the most of the time, you know. I think honestly, it's like don't be so concerned with like the past because the Master Oogway, you know, one of my you know my idols, you know, said what did he say? Aiden, you know this quote better than me. The past is a mystery.
No.
The past is history. Tomorrow is a mystery.
Today is the
Today
present.
is the
That's
present.
no. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present.
You could edit that to be like awesome and shit. But yeah, I mean that's really is true though.
Okay. Next question. What are your plans after graduation?
Tentatively, my plan after graduation.
You got one more semester,
One more
right?
semester. of school. Then I will be in New York starting my job.
Is that confirmed?
That's confirmed. I actually got my start date today.
Let's go.
So
Congratulations.
That's cool. I'll be starting like January, so I'll get like a month of fucking around. So
What are you gonna do?
I think, bro, I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Japan trip.
Okay.
During that month. So that'll be fun. I'll travel, definitely.
Okay. Last question. Where do you see your life 10 years from now? What do you want it to look like?
No, okay, my life 10 years from now, I mean, immediately, what goes to my head is like, I'm on a yacht. I got 4 of my wives with me, you know. I'm having a great time. No, more idealistically, I'm talking like, I just want to be like fulfilled in whatever I'm doing in my life. Like honestly, at some point I want to start my own endeavor, like in terms of like my own financial endeavor. Something that can give me where I feel like I have full ownership of it. It doesn't have to be like in any of the like straightforward capacities, like, oh, I'm gonna be a startup, bro, whatever. If that happens, cool, whatever. But like,
yeah.
I just want to feel like I'm kind of contributing to the world and making the place better, and not just stacking brands, you know. And yeah, hopefully I found somebody that I really care about, and I just feel fulfilled with the people around me and what I'm doing.
Gotcha. I guess last question. Any like further comments you want to say to your future self or anyone else out there that's watching?
Yes, future self and past self. Now I think about it. Do what Aiden is doing right now. Like, take way more pictures and videos. I fucking love videos.
Yeah, bro.
So I'm gonna be looking at this definitely in 10 years. I'm gonna definitely wish I had taken more video. I think just record everything. I think that would be more, just clip everything. Clip farm. Right now you see a war farm.
Here in the sunlight.
But yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jid.
Thanks.
What's up? What's your name?
My name's Rohan Mathur.
Let's go, Rohan. Rohan, what's been your favorite part or just a specific memory from your past 4 years at Georgia Tech?
Honestly, my favorite memory was, I think it might have been my first week like rushing SIGEP and all that. That's when I met all of like my best friends at SIGEP and like my best man at my wedding, and it was just like such a crazy feeling to have things come together so quickly like the first week of college. And that's when I was like, oh, like life is gonna be good.
Okay. What's some wisdom you can impart on your freshman year self?
I think I wish my freshman year self kind of really internalized how much life is mind over matter. Like I say that, and I think he even said that back then, but I don't think he really like understood that, like, hey, if things can happen to you, just gotta keep a good mentality. Don't have the victim mentality, and just keep pushing, because like you have control of like everything that happens to you, and everything really happens for a reason. I guess another like the bigger thing is like just having like a strong faith in God, and like knowing that like, hey, it's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out for sure.
Gotcha. What are your plans after graduation?
After graduation, I am working full-time at Epic Systems in Madison, Wisconsin. Not looking forward to the city, but I am looking forward to the job. It's going to be super fulfilling. And then at the same time, I have a startup I'm working on now, like a consumer app helping people with eating disorders. So I'm just going to keep working on that. And I guess my plan, don't tell them, but my plan is to hopefully quit eventually and then work on the startup full-time.
Okay, that kind of leads me to the next question, which is, what do you want your life to look like 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I ask all the Sigmas this, surprisingly, so it's funny to get asked this question. In 10 years, I'll be 31.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Yeah.
10 years from now?
Yeah, that's crazy. I think I'll definitely have a kid. I'll be married. I don't know where I'll live yet. I'm thinking about a Miami detour somewhere in a few years, but I don't think I'm raising a family there. So I really don't know exactly where I'll be city-wise, but I just know a bigger city. I love that. And then job-wise, yeah, probably just full-time on whatever company I'm working on. Then I have no clue what that will be. And hopefully I'll be living the life I've always dreamed of traveling a lot and being able to see the world as much as I've been dreaming about for honestly like all 4 years.
What's your top destination?
top destination right now is Japan. I've been talking to Hiroki and a few other people about Japan. I've been dreaming about Japan, and I really hope it works out this year. But we'll see.
Okay. And then last, closing notes. Anything you want to say to either your future self or the people out there that are watching?
Wow, that's a loaded question.
It doesn't have to be profound, it could just be some words of encouragement or
Words of encouragement is it really always works out. Like you can have whatever plan you have for your life. Like I remember when I was younger, I used to just like think about, my vision board is exactly how my life's gonna be there, but like, bro, it always turns out to be way better than you thought. And so I'm super excited for my future me to see how whatever I'm thinking right now is gonna end up way better. And I'm like super excited for how happy he's gonna be. And I guess that's like some advice that I also impart on people. It always turns out way better than you think.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. Of course, I'm super excited.
Good. Hello.
What's up?
Dear friend Carson.
Dear friend Aiden, I heard you have some questions.
I do. Let's start it off with what's been your favorite memory, or if not a specific memory, your favorite aspect of college?
Oh man. Of all of college?
All of college, yeah. Take as long as you want to think.
I think I could say my favorite event.
Yeah.
My favorite event was Mountain Weekend freshman year because of all the crazy and fun, wacky antics, and it was a perfect storm of.
Was that the pooping in the sun shirt?
No, that was the pooping in the sun shirt. That was $45 that I only wore once and then lost. That was beach weekend second year.
Okay. Mountain Weekend first year.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. What do you wish you could tell your freshman year self?
I'd probably tell my freshman self to. Well, I went into college with the mindset that, like, you don't need to get all A's. Like, you don't have to do well in all your classes. But, so I was a little, like, I didn't try that hard in my freshman year classes. And I could have, like, been like a point, not a point, like 0.1 higher GPA. Not that that matters that much, but just a small piece of advice. Also, I'll probably tell myself to chill out with my ego a little bit. I was a little bit cocky back then. And which was, I think, was healthy at the time because it allowed me to put myself out there more. But it got me into some sticky situations, to say the least.
All right. What are your plans after graduation?
I don't have any major plans yet. I think I'm planning on going to Japan for a week or two.
You're like the third person that said that.
With my friends from high school.
Oh,
Did they say that?
No.
Yeah. See, lots of people think that you can't stay friends with your friends from high school in college. Maybe
If anything, you've been a good role model for me,
that's really true.
keeping in contact with your high school friends.
Yeah, you even met some of them.
Yeah, I did.
The other day, we were listening to a rap song that my friend Arup made with me, Troy, and Aiden that we recorded in GTL when Arup visited.
Yeah. For those that are watching, Carson and I roomed together during GTL.
That's true.
Maybe we'll do a bonus question since we did spend so much time together.
You only had 3 questions?
No, I have one more. I have
okay.
a couple more actually.
Awesome.
Did you enjoy GTL?
I did. I thought it was awesome. Near the end of it, I kind of was like, man, like I feel like I wasted a lot of time, like during the week, and I kind of was thinking it would have been more fun to just travel for like 2 months or something. But I do look back on the boring parts pretty fondly, like the random like cooking, and like our shitty kitchen that had like 1 burner, and like how we didn't have air conditioning.
Oh my gosh.
I really liked, I was thinking about this earlier today because I was talking about cutting my fingernails and toenails. The like outdoor
outside.
Area, the outdoor area. You could open our window and you could hang out in this weird sort of grassy back area that connected to the train tracks.
Yeah, I wish I had my camera during that time just to document all the like ridiculous stuff back then. Anyways, back to the script. What does your life look like, or what do you want your life to look like 10 years from now?
10 years from now.
10 years, yeah.
I want to have a job that is fun at least a third of the time. I want to hang out with friends outside of a significant other at least once a week. I think that's reasonable, a reasonable goal to set. And I was thinking about this earlier today, or yesterday. My history of jazz professor, who I TA for, he asked me what type of songs you want to hear on the radio, like on the oldies channel, 30 years from now. And I said, I don't want to listen to the oldies channel. I want to listen to whatever the kids are listening to. And I want to do that for the rest of my life so I can stay tapped in. So that's 10 years from now, I want to be listening to whatever like 17-year-old rappers the kids are listening to.
Do you think you'll wear the same clothes as like the young kids? I was thinking about that the other day.
I've been watching YouTube videos about the death of personal style recently. So I'm worried that I don't know if I'll be able to find myself. Cut that out of the video.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I probably won't be wearing the same stuff that kids are wearing, right?
Yeah. All right.
I guess so. No.
To close it off, any final remarks to anyone watching or your future self? All right, thanks, Carson.
Of course. Have a good day.
I feel like you should say them though.
Rolling. Hey, Hiroki. What's your name?
My name is Hiroki. I'm graduating senior this semester.
Yeah. Let me start.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
What's been your favorite part of college?
My
Or a
favorite
specific
part
memory that you
of
recall
college?
fondly?
It's definitely Sayeb.
Hey.
I feel like I didn't appreciate it as much until the latter years. But that's because I didn't know how special it was. And I truly think it completely, I mean, I'm a spring pledge, so I didn't rush through, or like I wasn't in Greek life in the fall. And then the change was like absolutely transformative. Is that a word? Transformative?
Yeah, that's a word. English is his second language.
It's just my second language, yeah. So I definitely felt that the latter years. Made some really good friendships that would last a lifetime. Like my good friend Aiden Chen behind the camera.
You know, I'm sad you didn't say your favorite memory was when I visited you in Japan.
Oh, I guess
Just kidding.
Yeah, that was a good memory though. That was one of the most fun times during break that I've had.
Okay, next question. What is one piece of advice that you would give to your freshman year self?
One piece of advice. Piece of advice. Probably. Oh shit! Look at that. Look at that.
It's springtime.
I feel like this is kind of common, but it's like you should be more spontaneous. You know, be a yes man. I feel like there were times in college during my earlier years that I didn't have to study as much as I should. A good example actually is last night. Aiden, I was gonna be a bum and stay in to study for my exam.
For his cardiovascular anatomy exam.
But Aiden persuaded me, saying there's only 5 Tuesdays left in the year, or like the school year. And I ended up having a great time last night. And I'm fine because I just studied today. But what was the game called? Kaboo?
Yeah.
Kaboo. Totally recommend that game.
Oh yeah, it was a fun one.
I was a little hesitant at first, but now I want to play it again sometime.
I'll be down.
Yeah.
All right. What's your plans after graduation?
I don't know yet. I'm applying to grad schools, or I've applied to grad schools, so I'm waiting to hear back. yeah, I mean, I'll go to grad school or I'll go pursue a master's and see what happens after that. I'm an aspiring ML engineer, DSP engineer. Still trying to explore my interests, but that's the path that I want to go. And yeah, I'm super grateful that I came to Georgia Tech so I can pursue those dreams.
Where do you see yourself like 10 years from now? What does your life look like?
10 years from now, should it be like a realistic approach, or should it be like this is what I hope?
Your
to be?
ideal life.
My ideal life in
Yeah.
10 years. I guess I have to manifest it, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
My ideal life in 10 years. I'm 23 years old right now. So that means I'll be 33 in 10 years. Hopefully, I'll be good enough. I'll have a wife, maybe a kid. I don't know. It depends how long I've been married to her. But hopefully, I'm starting a family around that time. Because I think true happiness. It's not really about like the job you have or about like how much money you make. It's about your core family, I think I grew up with a very close family, so I kind of want to have my own. So wife and kids, I think that's true happiness right there. So hopefully I'll be in the middle of that in 10 years from now. In terms of jobs and stuff, I don't really.
But you think it's more important to have the family aspect?
I think so.
Okay.
I hope during my graduate school I can find someone nice and settle down.
Nice.
Wherever that will be.
Okay.
Hopefully in Japan.
Oh, wow.
Maybe a little too early.
Leaving us off, do you have any comments for your future self or the people watching?
Any comments?
Or just, ending remarks?
Ending remarks. I guess I just want to thank all my friends and family who've made this Georgia Tech experience unforgettable. But I don't really know, except for the Sigmas, they didn't do much. For me. But I really think Georgia Tech is a pretty difficult school, pretty hard school. It makes you feel like you want to disappear sometimes, but it's the friends, the relationships that I made here that made me stick through it. Even if I have the worst days, I can come to the house to have a meal. Like, I feel like that's such an important part about college, like eating with your friends. It's like, the small moments. I really appreciate the small moments. So I just want to thank everyone who's watching this. Want to thank Austin right there. He's a pretty cool guy. Yeah.
Thanks, Hiroki. Bye-bye.
I want to thank also Aiden Chen in the back.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you. Hey, state your name.
Jason.
Hey, Jason. It's a real pleasure to have you here in front of me today. I just want to ask you a couple questions about your life and whatnot. So, maybe first, if we could just get started with you talking about your favorite memory of college.
My favorite memory of college?
Yeah, perhaps.
Wow, that is crazy. That's a hard question. I would say what first comes to mind is the conglomerate of all the small memories. Just like living in a house. I've lived in this beautiful house for 3 years, and there's always people up, like there's always something to do. Trying to think of something specific, but I'll tell you, my memory's not even that good. I don't even know what classes I took last semester.
Really?
Yeah. Joe clowns on me a lot for it. He's like, when did you take this? And I'm like, bro, I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah. I really liked the Dye's Life tournament. But
That was a good one.
I like when we do president's retreats, stuff like that. There's always some good wholesome stuff. I've had some great sports memories. Beating UNC and then beating Miami.
Oh.
That come
I thought you were gonna say beating me in pickleball.
Oh yeah, sure.
Beating you in pickleball.
Beating you in pickleball, but that Miami game was really special.
With the couch burning and
I
whatnot.
was then gonna go to the couch. Like, if I think of like, you know, football tailgate, I'm thinking of beating Miami and burning the couch. The flames were up to the roof. It was incredible.
Wow. And no one even got in trouble. So.
I got in trouble.
Okay, next question. Whoa. Any advice for your freshman year self?
Wow. Well, my freshman year self was very immature, and I've grown a lot, and I'm proud and happy with myself. But I'll tell you, my freshman year, wow, the sun keeps glaring in because there's this.
Yeah, I see.
But it's kind of cool. Maybe it adds
cool.
an artistic effect.
Yeah.
My freshman year self, I was just discovering myself, you know. It's not like I did anything wrong, but I wasn't really proud of my freshman year self. I would say just the amount I've grown is remarkable. So my advice to my freshman year self is honestly, don't do anything different. I'm happy where I am now. I wouldn't want to be there, but I needed that year to figure out, you know, how to grow a little. So all those kind of nasty experiences when you're a senior, you wouldn't have been how you are without those. You know?
Sure. Great advice. What are your plans following your graduation of undergrad?
I'm going out to California to intern
Yeah?
as a graduate student intern.
Where at?
Lucid Motors.
Oh, nice.
UV, Tesla competitor.
You'll know about them in 10 years.
Right.
You're gonna hear about them.
Some big guy up there.
Yeah.
Hot shot. Then I'm coming back here to Tech for my master's.
Nice.
Year master's. Yeah.
All right.
Living at U House with Ankit and Riz.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Really fun.
Question next is, where do you see yourself 10 years from now? What kind of life do you want to have?
So I hope I have like a girlfriend.
Okay.
That would be fun to spend time with. I think I'm exploring getting my MBA a little, so maybe I have a business degree in 10 years. And, you know, I'm an engineer at heart. I've been through high school. I like engineering in the technical field, but like, you know more than anything. I love money, stocks.
Yeah, I know.
Making cash quick. So maybe something on the more like businessy side of a technical engineering org. But yeah. Hey, excuse me. Can you not do that?
It's okay.
These guys are blowing leaves, but maybe I wonder where I'll live, you know? I would like to live maybe in Texas or Florida or Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. You like Georgia that much, really?
I like Georgia, yeah.
Holy fuck. Hey, we're doing an interview up here.
Don't do it outside.
We're doing an interview up here. Jason has always been a well-respected voice within the chapter, so when he says things,
Except to a kid like that.
people listen.
Aiden Franklin is kind of, I see a lot of my freshman year self in him. He's a good guy. He has to mature a lot, but I think by senior year, and here he comes. I didn't know he was here, so now I feel bad. Let's pretend I wasn't talking about it.
Okay.
Just stuff like that when he sees you're clearly in an interview.
Hey, Gavin, could you get out of the frame,
That's the
please?
maturing that I'm kind of talking about. He's a good guy, but there are some small
Great
flaws,
guy.
like not having the frontal lobe of the brain fully developed to know that that's probably a bad idea.
Okay. Jason, last question. Anything else you want to add to your future self or the viewers that may be
I
watching
just
this?
want to kind of reiterate how Franklin really, he'll find himself. It fits well because my first segment was how I grew up through my 4 years of college, and I think you're gonna get there. I think you're gonna kind of find yourself senior year. Just you have a long way to go, but you can't become the version of yourself you want to see without that year of discovery on the front end.
And why don't we end it with a joke?
A joke. Oh, I have so many.
He's usually not on the spot like this though.
I have so many jokes. Well, I'll tell you one that I know and that you know and that we all know.
It wasn't.
But boy, is it a good one.
Okay.
But before we get going, Can I tell a story?
Sure.
So this story is good. I was feeling down the other night, right? So on a whim, I called over a prostitute. And it went well. She cheered me up at night, but in the morning when she left, she said, "Hey, it's a business doing pleasure with you." You see, you kind of reverse the two terms in the classic, "It's a pleasure doing business with you." So again, did I come up with that? No. But did anyone ever come up with any joke? No. Every joke has already existed. It's kind of like the infinite monkey typewriter problem. All these words exist, right? All people do is put them together in a certain order. So is there anything really proprietary about that? No. You know? That's why I enjoy sharing jokes and making people laugh, but I'm not necessarily a joke creator, you know?
Okay, great. Well, thanks, Jason. Can't wait to see what these next 10 years bring you, and it's going to be a pleasure doing business with you.
Hey, thanks. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Who am I here with?
Aiden Connolly.
What has been your favorite memory of college?
You know, there's a lot of crazy memories that I have, and really just different things. Done a lot of traveling with friends, with Aiden Chen. Studied abroad, but favorite memory is probably just the everyday, seeing your friends, you know, whether they come to your apartment or on campus, just living with them, you know, every day. It's favorite memory. Yeah.
Any advice for your freshman yourself?
Yeah, the advice I would give is to not take decisions that seriously. Like, you know, it's not, you can do whatever. You have 4 years, doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't have to be right or wrong. Just like do stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Any plans following your graduation?
I don't have a job, but
You'll have one soon.
yeah, I'm doing research right now at Emory, and I'll keep that up. I'll probably work part-time and maybe get a car. And yes, you gotta see
Nice.
everyone in New York.
What type of
I'm
car?
from New Jersey, so I'll get a used sedan.
Okay, that's pretty broad.
I don't really know many cars.
Gotta get a Toyota.
Yeah, I'll just. Nah, I'll just see everyone that's in New York. I'll see all my friends from New Jersey, so we'll be good.
Any, wait, what's the next question? Oh, what do you want your life to look like 10 years from now?
I'd like to be, you know, just very like well versed in life, you know, just like just know a lot of things, have a lot of experiences, like be able to say that I've challenged myself and like overcome challenges. You know, I'd like to be like active in my community wherever I am. Maybe have like a family.
Ooh.
But I don't know.
With who?
Yeah, could be a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else to say to the people watching?
Hopefully, yeah. Oh. I love you all. Okay. I hope we all look young and fresh still.
10 years from now, probably.
Yeah. Very handsome.
Who do you think will be the ugliest? The worst glow down?
Bro. Oh. That's a joke. That's a joke. Bye.
Alright.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, hey. Hey.
State your name.
Logan Dradi.
Logan, what has been your favorite memory of college?
I would say my favorite memories were all made probably while studying abroad. Like me, Aiden over here, Tamer, Pranav, and a bunch of other people, like older people, all studied abroad together, like our first summer. And it was like, I would say one of the first times at Tech when I started feeling like I had like started making really good friends and started feeling like a lot more like at home around people. So I just like had so much fun with that. And then the second time when I was TAing, it was kind of just a moment for me I didn't like know as many people going, and I wasn't as close with the people who were going. And it was more of a moment for me to like take some time on my own. And both of those I think were integral to my college experience.
Okay. Any advice for your freshman year yourself?
Probably
a lot.
Yeah, probably a lot. I would say that you should maybe focus on school a little bit more than you did. Not that it didn't work out in the end, like it worked out fine, but I would have liked to be in a position where I was in highest honors, but it's okay. Don't take linear algebra your first semester. That was pretty stupid. And then like, I don't know. Also, but like, I say that, but then also just like don't take things too seriously. I was like pretty stressed out my entire first year, like frantically like trying to get good grades and trying to like do everything all at once and like pack so much experience into like one year of my life, and it didn't need to be like that. I could have just chilled out. So that's probably my advice, is chill out.
Okay. What are your plans?
In July, I'm moving to New York.
Wow.
Working at BlackRock.
Okay.
Yup.
Any goals for New York moving in?
I feel like in college, like I was pretty focused on like making straight friends and like being friends with a bunch of straight people, and I think I got kind of too locked in on that. And now I want to like make friends with gay people and like experience that, because that's not something that I feel like I am well versed in, which I feel like maybe I should be.
Okay. What do you want your life to look like 10 years from now?
I'd say I would love to be like pretty wealthy. That'd be great. Hopefully on track to get there. But if not, I just hope I'm like happy and like very content with where I'm at, but also not too content to where I don't stop pushing myself. I hope I've like gotten to travel a ton too, because that's kind of my main goal in life, is to just travel as much as possible. So I think I hope that I have been to like a lot of places that maybe a lot of other people haven't had the experience to go to.
Anything else to say? Maybe
Nope.
to your future self?
My future self? Hey. Stay woke. I don't know.
What's up, boy?
What up, boy?
Who are you?
I am Diego Alejandro Mora.
Alright, Teeks. First thing, what would you say your favorite part of college has been?
Favorite part of college? Definitely study abroad is up there. I was thinking about it. I heard Akon said it, but it's true. I love study abroad. I feel like everyone should do it. Most memorable moments, and like you kind of just like get to like learn a lot about everyone, everything. But besides that, honestly, it's like days where, like, I think my favorite aspect of college is like some days like waking up and being like, I have like no idea what I'm gonna do today. And you kind of just like fill your days with just like spontaneity. And you kind of just like either come to the house or you just like text random people and be like, what are you doing? And you'll like either end up at the pool or like end up going out to eat somewhere, or just like even end up bumming out like in the living room with your roommates or wherever you are. Like not knowing what you're gonna do is pretty awesome, and just like being able to choose in the moment what you want to do with your life every day.
Alright, any advice for your freshman yourself?
Definitely a big one is like go to sleep. Like, stop being a bum. If you go to sleep late for no reason, like, you're gonna feel so shitty the next morning, and you're not gonna be able to like make those decisions because you're gonna wake up at fucking noon or afterwards.
Yeah.
So fix your sleep schedule, but also, like, don't say no to stuff, because like this is like the time in your life where you're gonna have like the most free time, and you're gonna have the most opportunities to just do like random stuff, and you're gonna regret like 4 years go by and you're gonna be like, damn, I wish I said yes more. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, say yes if you're just do it. Live a little bit.
All right. Special question as a house resident. Who's been the smelliest member of the house this past year?
Ooh. Ooh. All right, I can give. Let's think. I mean, there's obviously like, you know, Tino.
The big ones.
There's probably. Should I give a smelly big three?
Yeah.
I feel like Tino's at my one. You know, my shifty, smelly point guard. Who else, dude? Who else is kind of smelly sometimes?
Who's got that like underrated stench?
That underrated stench? Damn, that's low-key a tough one.
I mean, I think just by association, Jid has got to be in
Yeah,
there.
they're a good duo. They play each other very well, and the room kind of just completes it.
It's got crazy chemistry.
Yeah, I agree. I will say, my roommate Eris Williams, bro. Sometimes it's not even about like body odor. It's more just about like his farts fucking stink. And sometimes everyone know Eris likes to party a little bit. Sometimes going to bed without showering, waking up the next morning all grimy, underrated stench.
All right,
But
you heard it.
Farts for sure. Farts
Yeah.
for sure is the main drive.
All right, that's good to know. Next question. What are your plans following graduation?
I'm going to Charlotte. I'm working full time as a business analyst for Red Ventures. That's a digital marketing company. I'm really happy that I ended up there. I think out of all the jobs, this is evidence that going to career fairs work.
Yeah.
That's evidence that going to career fairs work. I had no idea who they are before I walked into McCamish for a career fair. Looked at the list. I saw them. I read their description. I was like, oh, that sounds cool. Stepped to the side. Did like 5-10 minutes of research so I knew what I was talking about. Went up to the booth, gave my resume, just talked to the lady. She liked me. Said she was going to get me into the first like round screening call, and then from there.
Nice.
But yeah, shout out digital marketing. I didn't think I was going to be doing that. But it's also nice to kind of be a 4-hour drive away, like pretty close to Atlanta, so I can still see my friends, you know. And yeah.
All right.
That's where I'll be at.
And lastly, where do you see yourself 10 years from now? What's your life look like?
So, eventually, once I want to start working, I eventually want to try to get my MBA. So within the next 10 years, I also want to get my MBA. I would love to end up back in the South.
Really?
Back in Florida. Hopefully near Miami. I don't want to end up like back home.
Yeah.
But I want to end up near Miami. Like, I talked about this with a few people. Like, I don't know, the area where Felipe lives is so nice. I really love that area. Played soccer down there in high school. I feel like I'm suited for Miami. So
Yeah.
end up there. That's where I'd love to raise my family. I don't know what that means for work really. Hopefully, if I like digital marketing, maybe I can pursue something similar. But down south by the beach, starting my family within the next 10 years, that's where I want to be.
All right, sounds good. I guess last thing is like anything else you want to say, remarks, comments for your future self or anyone else watching?
Yeah. For my future self, like, just don't be a bum. Just like fucking do your job, work, and then like, especially the first few years starting right now, focus on work. Make sure you get a good start to your career, and like don't get blinded by like other shit, because you're gonna like, I know myself, and living alone is gonna be like tough to like stay disciplined about just like stuff. So don't be a bum. And then just to everyone else, especially younger guys in college, like just like don't let yourself be uncomfortable or insecure. Like, it's really not worth it. It's such a waste of time. Like, who really cares what other people think? Like, you're gonna make friends and you're gonna stay in contact with the people that fuck with you, and for the people that don't, once you leave here, bro, you're never gonna fucking see them again. So like, don't care about what people think. Do your thing. And yeah, say yes to stuff, because you will regret it if you just bum around all the time in your room.
All right.
Yeah, shout out
See
you
ya.
guys. Love you, Bobs.